now we're getting, supposedly, the Ultimate Universe coming to an end. It's a new mini-series, I guess. And unfortunately, I think, wholeheartedly, the Ultimate Universe is what got me into comic books. It's what made me love this genre, and it was so innovative back then, and still is to some degree. However, in a time where Marvel was a little off and struggling a bit, leave it to the Ultimate Universe to come in and just save everything. And at some point, people were just starting to think like this could be the 616 from now on. But eventually with the movies and everything else, the 616 universe fixed itself up and became something much better than what was already good. So I think it really helped Marvel as a whole. But unfortunately, it's already the Ultimate Universe has already faced three, or at least two, world-ending threats. First, it was the Ultimatum Wave, which originally was going to be the end of the Ultimate Universe, but then got switched around after being convinced, like, hey, let's give it another shot, and it was just changed to this simpler event where a lot of people died. The art was gory and grim and dark by David Finch, and Jeff Loeb went crazy bonkers and killed a lot of characters. Just, I don't know why, and I'm still missing some of those characters. We had some unanswered questions from, well, recently we did get our answers, but back then we didn't know what was going to go on with Doctor Doom, Namor, Doctor Strange, the Jocasta Project with Giant Man and Iron Man. I did appreciate the fact that a lot of characters were gone and they were forced to write completely brand new stories, brand new characters, and push those boundaries. Unfortunately, after Ultimatum Wave, we did get excellent books and some not so excellent books. For example, I do remember Ultimate Avengers. While yes, the first two arcs were awesome, that Blade story, that was just bad all around. And then we had the death of Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe, which was a really awesome storyline and just overall sad, in my opinion. And then the introduction of Miles. We had the awesomeness of Jonathan Hickman writing in the Ultimates. Reed Richards practically becoming the real Doctor Doom of the Ultimate world. And now Miles forming the all-new Ultimates, which is not that great of a book. The Ultimate FF, which was way too rushed and cancelled. I think it should have gone on for a little bit longer. And Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man, is the sole book in I think in like a month or two, it's going to be the last remaining Ultimate book. So, all in all, I think it's about time to say goodbye to these characters. When Cataclysm was announced, I sincerely thought, this might be the perfect way to send off these characters fighting this world-ending threat. And unfortunately, what seems to be a cop-out and a case of cold feet, Marvel then relaunched again. And every time they've relaunched these books, one of them just falls flat, in my opinion. I think Miles should stay in the Ultimate Universe as a sole book, and that's about it. But if you're going to end the Ultimate Universe, I can part ways with it. I thank them for, a decade of stories, more than a decade of Ultimate stories, and basically don't let the concept of the Ultimate Universe die out. What I would do is I would get another Earth and start all over again with a brand new alternate dimension, alternate take on characters, and keep it fresh and do something completely different and badass with the top talents. Because I get the feeling after Ultimate Avengers and when Miles debuted that basically the Ultimate Universe was sort of the playing ground for the newbies, and all the all-star artists and writers would be in the 616 world. So hopefully that isn't the case, and if we do get something else down the line, it'll be worthwhile and well written. At least Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man has been good since its inception. It's been a fantastic book, and one of my favorite ones that I highly recommend for anybody to check out. If you want to check out a modern Spider-Man book, and you don't want the backlog of the 616 Peter stories, then yes, Ultimate Spider-Man is the way to go, wholeheartedly.